Hey guys, it's Ross got another Space Coach today. I'm going to be reviewing this, The Mortal Word by Genevieve Cogman, the latest in the Invisible Library sequence. So let's just see what it says. Peace talks can be tricky, but matters turn lethal when a key diplomat is stabbed. This murder rudely interrupts a top-secret summit between the warring dragons and Fae, so librarian spy Irene is summoned to investigate. In a version of 1890s Paris, Irene and her detective friend Vale must track down the killer before either the peace negotiations or the city go up in flames. That's the basic outline. As always, great stuff. So the dragons and the Fae try to negotiate this peace treaty. The library is essentially playing the neutral party in the middle. As you can imagine, there are factions within each of those groups who aren't keen on peace, because isn't that always the way? So a high-ranking dragon, is murdered prior to the start of this. So Irene is tasked with finding out who it is and who murdered the dragon and who it is who has reasons to disrupt the conference. Because of how delicate it is, she has both a dragon and a Fae on her investigation team, as well as Vale. Now the dragon isn't Kai, it's another one, Mudan, who is from one of the other dragon courts, and Lord Silver, who we remember so fondly from his previous adventures, the Libertine Rake, he is the Fae investigator. So it's the three of them and Vale trying to find out who's trying to disrupt the conference. Elizabeth Bathory makes an appearance in this, or a version of her as a Fae, the Blood Countess, who they think is the one behind it all. So they're trying to track her down in all the various places in Paris that she might be lurking. But of course, it's never that simple, is it? Whenever there's peace treaties going on, there's always skullduggery behind the scenes. So they all have to try and find out not only who it was who is behind everything, but also to trust each other as well. And of course, that is probably the most difficult part. There's some very interesting parts during the big dinner that they're all having during this conference, all of the various sides. Irene keeps getting called out to deal with issues. First time she's called out, she has to go down to the kitchens because there's been a delivery of a bowl of apples that no one can figure out where they came from. So she uses the language on the apples, and poison comes out of the apples. So say, okay, that's that dealt with. I'll go back to the dinner now. She's no sooner sat down when she's called back out of the dinner to deal with something else, where a giant cake has been delivered. And ones are really like fancy ones from, like, say, someone like Chocky Wocky Doodah, if you're familiar with that brand. But elegant, it's like the shape of a palace. It's got everything on there. It's full of chlorine gas. So that has to be dealt with. Then there's a rat attack, and that has to be dealt with. And then she gets pulled out of the dinner again because there is basically a bomb in the wine cellar. So she doesn't get to eat anything. She keeps going in and dragged back out again. It's not suspicious at all. So it's very much that sort of thing. As you can imagine, it's all good fun. Great series, thoroughly enjoyed it. I won't give it away who is behind all of the problems, but this series is nowhere near any. In fact, it seems like it's about to step up a gear with the resolution that's in this. But it was thoroughly enjoyable, as always. I do recommend these books to you if you haven't come across them. They're just wonderful, and I can't wait for the next one. But for now, guys, that's just a look at The Mortal Word by Genevieve Cogman. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.